What's up, everybody? I am DJ Shockley. Thank you again for joining me for Falcons Film Review presented by Microsoft Surface. And today we're talking defense. We're talking pressure. We're talking communication and how all 11 guys on the defense have to be working together to get sacks, to get pressure, to put stress on a defense. Let's jump into a couple plays from the last ball game where the Falcons defense were getting some real good pressure on this team. And here's a big example of it here. Now, on this particular play here, the Falcons have three guys to one side. You see, there's three guys to one side. You may ask, why are they have three guys on this side of the line of scrimmage? You look at it, there's three guys on this side of the hash. There's only one guy to this side. Now, the big thing is because they're trying to create one-on-ones against this Jaguars offensive line. When you create one-on-ones, you're talking about blocking Bud Dupree. You got Grady Jarrett in the middle, Onyemata. That is hard to block these guys one-on-one, but they're creating it by this particular front up front. Now what happens is the back end is also going to work in conjunction with the front end. You have 6 DBs on the field right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 DBs, and Kaden Elliss is the only linebacker on here, along with Evan Kade out here rushing the edge. Now let's let this play get going. You can see exactly what I'm talking about, how you create the one-on-one. So now you can see it here. You got one-on-ones all the way on the outside. You got one-on-ones coming around the edge here. You got one-on-one versus this guard, one-on-one versus the center. Now look at these two guys over here. They have literally nobody to block because they're trying to chip Evan Kade down here at the bottom. This is such a great job of creating the one-on-ones. But also, they've gone kind of 5 wide here with 6 DBs is great. Now the only thing is, usually this guy in the middle, who is in what we call a cover 2 Tampa look, where he has the middle of the field. He has the middle of the field. This safety has this deep half. This safety has this deep half. Now you have all the middle of the field closed up. When you look at it from this point of view, this is exactly where it's hard to attack versus cover 2. You want to attack this middle of the field, but because you got a experienced guy in the middle like Jeff Okudah who can run with those fast guys, it makes it easier on the back end. So as these guys work together, now you see the one-on-ones, and you're going to see the pressure by Bud Dupree coming around the edge, which creates this sack here. And now you check it out. Now you look, where's he going to throw this football? Where's he going to throw this football? Lock down here. Lock down here. You got a guy underneath over the top of this particular guy, safety over the top. You say you're going to check it down to here, but guess what? Kaden Elliss has got eyes on this guy and can close on him. But by the time he sees it, here comes the pressure of Bud Dupree on him, and now you get the sack, and it's exactly what you want. It's a nice job of getting home from the backside, working with the front side, and all conjunction together. So watch it again. Here it is. You created this. This is the end zone angle. You create the one-on-ones up front, and this is exactly what you want. Your best players against their offensive linemen. Now you got one-on-one. It's hard to block those 3 guys already, but they have created that one-on-one just by alignment and assignment. And now you get around the edge and the pressure gets home, and now you got a sack. Nice job of creating that pressure and the back end, locking down the guys on the back end as well. All right, let's talk about another particular play where Onyemata gets a sack in where the front end and the back end, but this time it's going to be linebackers working together with the defensive line. Now, the guy who's going to get the sack is Onyemata. He's right here in the middle of your screen. But the guy that I want you to pay attention to are these linebackers here. Now, watch here. You get a chance to watch the communication come on this particular play as well. Watch these guys talk when they have these crossing routes coming across. And that's exactly what you want to see. The communication from each guy when you come across. Now, here's the communication I want you to pay attention to. There's Nate Landman right here. Here's your other linebacker, Kaden Elliss right here. They're coming across here. They're running shallow crosses across here. So this guy's going to come across, and he's going to try to create a pick across, and he's going to come across and create a pick across there as well. Look at the communication. You saw he pointed him out to him, and now they passed it along. Now look at the great thing here. You got eyes on this receiver coming across. Because of the communication between your linebackers, now you got eyes as well coming across on this particular guy here. Look at Richie Grant. He's got eyes on the quarterback as well as his crossing routes. And the guy who's going to end up getting the sack is Onyemata here, who fought through a double team and created the pressure inside, but it's because of the communication. They passed it off, which was a really good job by those linebackers, which created that sack. And now you get home. Grady's in on it too. Nice job of working in conjunction together. Now, we talked about the front end. Let's talk about the back end as well. And this is one guy who's been playing out of his mind. And we're talking about Jessie Bates. Here's Jessie Bates back here in the back here. Jessie Bates is playing safety back here. Now, we're what's called man-free or cover one robber, which means you're going to have a guy in the middle of the field lurking, looking for anything coming across, but everybody else is in man coverage. Now, when I say man coverage, here you go. Man up here. You got man coverage here. Then Bates is going to come down and play here. You got outside leverage man on the outside as well. And this backer has this back as well. So you got everybody covered on this particular play. And this is the hole player, the rat player who sits inside and waits for anything that comes inside. And he is the guy that you got to pay attention to. But also, this one is all about Jessie Bates. Now watch as this play unfolds. You have man coverage all the way around. Now here's the route concept you're talking about. They're going to come in, and then he's going to come whip right back out. Now look at the area that Jessie Bates has already come down to cover, because he knows he has this little flat area inside this man-free zone right here. Now watch the nice job of closing, and at the point he catches that football, there's about 4 yards of space. That's easy enough room for this receiver to turn around and pick up yardage. But watch the closing speed right here of Jessie Bates to force this fumble, and then boom, ball's out. Almost a forced fumble, almost got the ball out, almost gave it back to your offense. Nice job here. You see the motion come across. You see Jessie Bates at the top. And now watch him just come down. He's got his eyes on this receiver, and it's a quick reaction. It's no thinking about it. He comes down, and a nice job there playing inside out with that linebacker when you're playing that man zone. All right, this particular play here was fun to watch. There's a lot of communication. There's a lot of things going on. First off, I want to show you exactly what's going on the inside here. Now look at all these guys at the box right here. Look at it. You see that? There's there's 20 guys at the inside this little small area right here thinking it's going to be something about run. Pre-snap versus post-snap. I talk about it all the time. It is never the same. What you see pre-snap is totally different from what you see post-snap. So let's see what happens. The Jaguars go explode. They go into an empty set. But now look at this communication as they go to the empty set. Watch Jessie Bates. Watch Jessie Bates here as they go into this empty set. Watch what he does. Watch what he does. He starts talking. Look at that. Look at the communication here. You see the communication? He's talking to Richie Grant, telling him, all right, look, now we change it. Now you're the guy that goes down, and now I'm going to go back to the high hole. This is the communication you need up front for a guy to have that when you talk about having good defense. And Jessie Bates is not just doing it with his legs, his arm, his body. He's doing it with his mind as well. So these guys rotate down. And now you got man coverage all the way across the board. Every guy has a man, and you can see it here. Lockdown man coverage here, lockdown man coverage here. And here's the thing that's so great about this particular play. Look at the eyes of Trevor Lawrence right now. He wants to throw this football here right now. But you got Richie Grant already is going to be closing on it. But because of this pressure on the outside, the Falcons love to play press man physical up front. Now he wants to throw this football, but because he's getting jammed up, he has to come off of it. And when he comes off of it, he has to hold the football a little bit longer, which allows these guys to get home. So as he holds on to it a little bit more, now he comes off of it. Where's he going to go with this football? There's nowhere for him to go with this football. Everybody has eyes on the quarterback and their man. And now as he tries to come up, I want you to watch how good of a job this is to retrace your steps here and fall back. That's what they love from defensive alignment. Retrace your steps, come back down that stem, and go get the quarterback. Not just come all the way up and say, all right, I got to run the quarterback. Retrace your steps and come back down, and now you make a big-time play here. You love that. Nowhere for him to go to football, and it's a really great job of getting the pressure on him. Let's watch it again from this back angle here. Nice job here of coming downhill. Retrace the steps. Watch Bud Dupree. Look at it. The whole time he's rushing, he's still got eyes on the quarterback. So this is what you call an intelligent rusher. And then look on the inside. Gray's pushing this guy to the inside, but he's also going to fall back as well. Also going to fall back. Nowhere for him to go with this football. Look at all the eyes that are on the quarterback right now. Look at the eyes. You got eyes looking at him. Even though he's in man coverage, he still got eyes on the quarterback. And now you do a good job of retracing your step, come back home, and you make the play right there. All right, I'm loving the way this Falcons defense is playing through the first part of the season. They're getting sacks. They're getting after the quarterback. They're putting pressure on the quarterback, causing some chaos. But most importantly, everybody is doing their 111, getting after the opposing team's offense and making it better for each other from the top end to the back end, front end. Everybody's getting the job done. I want to thank you guys for joining me. I'm DJ Shockley. This has been the Falcons Film Review presented by Microsoft Surface. We'll see you next time.